I want to talk about the Pro Bowl. And there's going to be some big changes. We talked about it in the intro. Changes are going to be coming to the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl ratings, have been shit. The last, I don't even know, maybe like going on at least 5 years now, I feel like.
Yeah, it's been
because
5.
the product has become so watered down with people that are worried about injuries, and rightfully so. I'm not clowning these guys. Like, who wants to go out and injure themselves in this game where, a lot of these guys have a lot of their career left ahead of them. So there's no point in really going to do that. But this is what Roger Goodell said about this. He says, quote, "I think the conclusion was that the game itself doesn't work, and we need to find another way to celebrate our players," which is I think he's kind of right on with that. I think he's right on with that, which is good.
You only got a handful of things you can do to make it like entertaining.
Exactly. So that's the challenge for them. He went on to say, quote, "We talked an awful lot about some of the events around the Pro Bowl that are extremely popular, whether it's the quarterback challenge or some of the other events. So those are the things we'll probably build on."
Well, whenever I think about like the Pro Bowl and like when it was fun, like the last one I can remember was fun is when Sean Taylor freaking destroyed that punter.
I think that's the video that people think of every time.
And that's what I'm saying.
But that's back when they were actually playing football during the Pro Bowl.
I was gonna say the thing that all kind of correlates is like you've seen how soft people have come and like within the generations, and you can see it starting to file over.
Kids are so soft.
Yeah, me back in the day, we used to rub some dirt on it and get back up in the field.
Back up with it.
We play in the parking lot.
Broke my leg in 3 places, put a stick on it, and taped and taped it down and kept it pushing. Yeah. We ended up winning the championship 37-34.
My pops used to spank me if I didn't get in the end zone on the Friday night. But no, you can see how it correlates football and like the world, and like I think that nothing will change the Pro Bowl if we don't figure out stuff in the real world first. You see how soft people get, dude, and it like I can't get hurt in the Pro Bowl, man. I'm a Pro Bowler.
Right. Yeah.
Like you think, who are you talking to, man? I'm a Pro Bowler.
It's so, like I said, it's
and guess what? It doesn't mean
anything.
anything. Like
I think they should host a boxing match, put Aqib Talib in there. Because he liked to get active.
It would be awesome.
He liked to get active. Go ahead, put the gloves on and just let them get at it.
That's what I'm
saying. O-line versus D-line. Like, get at it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say is I think one thing that's really important is to incentivize a lot of these events.
Yeah.
Because how do you get guys to do this?
Right.
Money. Right. I feel like that's the easiest answer in the book because what else can you offer these guys that they don't already have? I don't know what else you can offer them because it's supposed it's supposed to be a fun experience for family and whatever to come down and like be around these guys in a different setting, kind of like we were talking about earlier, off the field where they don't have to be all like up at each other's face type of deal. They can just be cool with the fellas. And that's
I'll say this: the NBA All-Star Game before like the past like 2 years when they switched to the new format was terrible.
Yeah,
it was
100%.
awful, and tragically Kobe Bryant died. And that year, the NBA All-Star Game has never been better because they had like something to like build off and like something to like remember. Like I'm not saying it was like what I mean? Like obviously it was tragic, it was terrible, whatever. But like they had a reason, and those guys were playing with something in their heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like Even this year with John Madden dying, like there's something there where you can like even respecting him what he's done for the game, like native like the Madden games or like and have like a tournament between stupid stuff that
I don't know if
attracts
they would
people.
do that because obviously like the Madden franchise is already so big, and it was announced today actually that he'll be on the cover of this upcoming game, which is really cool. And there's going to be I think 3 different editions of those covers. So that was on the NFL Twitter account. If you have not seen those, I encourage you to go check them out.
The trailer comes out tomorrow.
Very cool. It does. Very cool. I did not know that.
To the Pro Bowl thing, I feel like a lot of it too also comes from just the pure passion.
Yeah,
there's no passion in the actual game. You know what I'm saying? Most of the guys are like
there's nothing on the line.
Yeah, they're there to say, yeah, I'm a pro. I want to be seen. Like I want to be here, be tripped out. But other than that, like I don't care for this game.
Also,
like,
the NFL is
and it doesn't matter.
The NFL is interesting too because you have Pro Bowl, but then you also have All Pro, right? And I think when you look at a resume, these 2 awards on paper look very similar. But then you have to remember, how do you get each award?
Remarkably different.
Exactly. Being an all-pro to all these guys in the league, I'd imagine almost all of them that aren't just concerned with the popularity contest. Being an all-pro, that standing and that status, right, that carries, that prestige, compared to being a Pro Bowler, I would assume that has to be how it is.
Yeah.
Right? I would assume.
And the NFL's got so much money and people in their creative teams and whatever, like, something's got to click.
Yeah.
Because it just hasn't.
Hey, and it's not like
it hasn't lately. I'll tell you, it's been terrible.
It's not like they haven't had some good stuff in the past, though.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? What do we want to watch first? The quarterback deep throw or the bench press?
Right.
I got
like,
two. I got two.
Do the bench press.
We want the bench press first? So the bench press is something that I think personally should be brought back because it's something that, I just think is...
2006?
This is from 2006?
Is it 225 on the
What?
bar? Are they repping 225?
That has to be like 2.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna get it started here. But the bench press, we'll talk about it first before we get to playing the video here. But the bench press is something that I think needs to come back. Because to see a guy... we'll see here in a second, this is Larry Allen, I believe. To see a guy like this be able to put up that much weight for that many reps, like, it is a spectacle.
Yeah.
Right? And so what would you do with an event like this? You put money on it. You get guys to actually invest. And I feel like bench press is not an event where, we had joked about having people run a 40, right? I feel like with that, you could have some guys kind of hesitant to do something like that, right? Yeah. Injuries and stuff like that. But with this, boys.
I think get up and slam a beer over your head.
This is pretty sweet stuff. Here's the boy. Look at the way that weight moves. Oh my gosh.
8, 9,
dude, it looks like when those reporters put like the weight. Yeah, they put the fake weights on there.
15.
You can tell it's light by the way he's kind of coming up with the weight.
You see, the recoil's like picking him up off the bench.
Yeah.
Does he have a spotter?
Nope.
Does he need a spotter?
Don't need one.
Oh my God, you get the side
30.
spot.
Is this the one where he did 51?
I believe so.
34.
Kate's
35,
counting for us though.
36. 37.
But dude, this is electric.
40.
Look at these guys here. This place is pretty packed.
43. 43 reps.
If the count is accurate, that's what we're sticking with.
That is insane.
Check and see if it says it. See if it says
Look at
it.
that man. Look at that human. 43.
43 reps.
Kate's on it. Let's go, dude.
He look like he got shoulder pads on right now.
You said, man, I need a burger after that shit, man.
That's a big human, dude. That is a big human, dude. That's awesome.
I eat you, boy. I eat you for dinner.
But like, what's stopping them from doing that?
Yeah.
Right? I guess going off of that, 5 names right now. If we're gonna do a bench press tomorrow for like a Pro Bowl type thing in the NFL, who are we putting in there?
Aaron Donald.
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett.
Miles
Aaron
Garrett
Donald.
for sure. Okay,
Miles Garrett, Aaron
I like where
Donald.
that's going.
Bakhtiari.
You think so? You think Bakhtiari?
A lot of people like Bakhtiari. So
He would.
They
he would,
do, but it's
like,
not. He's a personality, but is he the right guy to be?
But I feel like you have to. Like,
that.
you're not
Yeah,
gonna
to a
put
certain
in.
extent, you
You're
gotta
not
put
gonna
some
put in
guys.
like freaking. Who are we gonna say here?
you can't even think of something.
No. I'm thinking of Lions offensive linemen who suck.
Taylor Decker.
No, he's a Pro Bowler. He's
I
good.
was gonna say
All
he's
pro.
actually. Well, I'm thinking Pro Bowlers.
Let's say.
He's a Pro Bowler.
Why would you not bring any like it?
Yeah.
You have to go Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
that's
you
the
could go
point.
Taylor Decker. I mean, he's
That's what
like
I thought of him because he is a Pro Bowler. So
I can't even think of any guys right now. But yeah, like there's some guys that like people know and like are gonna actually want to watch.
I got one. Quentin Nelson.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'd
very
pay.
true.
Thank you. I'd pay really good money to see him go on the bench press.
And-
Maki Becton or Becton from the Jets.
You talking about
Okay,
Makai?
Yeah,
Makai,
Makai Becton.
Yeah, Maki.
I'll say one of my all-time favorite offensive linemen.
You blew me with
Vince.
Zach.
Oh, I thought you were going Vince Wilfork, baby. I thought you were going Vince,
What's
man.
his last name? He played at Notre Dame. He got a brother who plays Zach.
Line.
They call him the Gob.
Not Zach Lyne.
Gob.
dude.
Yeah,
The Gob?
Zach. I want to say Zach
can't say
Nelson.
I don't know
but
the
Zach.
Zach.
the cop.
He played at Notre Dame. He played at Notre Dame.
It's a sick nickname,
He's a
though.
He's the starting.
Sounds like a villain.
He's a starting left tackle for. I mean, left guard for the Cowboys.
Oh, right now? he is?
Zach Martin.
Zach Martin.
Zach Martin. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go. The other one that has stuck around. Now, granted, it has had some different variations. This is a different variation that I love. So this is the longest throw competition. And I don't believe... I mean, this looks like... It says 2001 in the little graphic right here.
It's
So we'll
2002.
see. The 2002, yeah. So this is obviously around that time area. But guys, I mean, we'll talk about what quarterbacks we'd like to see in this afterwards. But with the arm talent in the NFL right now, this competition would be electric.
Dude,
Lamar
that'd be
Jackson.
sick.
Yeah, give...
Lamar.
Okay, that's not what I was thinking
Does
at
he
all.
not have a
Thinking like
strong?
Pat Mahomes?
Does he not have a strong
Mahomes,
arm?
You could have
bro.
said Mahomes,
Does
Aaron
Lamar Jackson not have a
Rodgers.
strong?
I mean,
have you ever
he
seen
does,
Lamar
like-
Jackson throw a ball? Like,
Yeah, but like
come on
the
now.
first person
is it
that came to
the
your
first
mind was
person?
Lamar.
Yes, he be throwing that thing like it's
Okay.
nothing.
Cue the video. Cue the tape.
I guess I don't watch enough ball then. Apparently, I don't know nothing.
Here's Peyton Manning. Chucking that thing. Damn.
You feel me?
Dude, that is sick. There's Tom.
Look at Tom
Great, of
Brady.
course he's in it.
You sound like a hater.
I am.
He is a hater. We know that. That's funny. Here we go. Here's Fade again.
I hate him.
Look at this, man. This is awesome. Like the crow. He's got all the way to the fence.
You feel me?
Give me that.
Oh, damn it, Eli.
They literally mark it like a javelin. Like the event is literally just javelin with a pigskin.
Yeah.
Like the formula is awesome. The formula is so easy.
And the flowers and tundra
High
of
jump
New
for
England.
There's
Receivers?
Tom.
The ball's flat.
Look at him, dude. Look at his face.
So like,
Square jawed.
I wonder if I can see my kids down there.
He look like something stink.
Damn. But Quan, I don't. Lamar was actually the first guy you think of when you think of a long ball competition.
Hey, bro, let me go, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know, because,
I don't know.
Quan, you know, if Ty was here, he'd be roasting your ass if you said that.
It's good he ain't here.
It's good.
He know what's best for him.
Oh, that's funny. But right, like off the bat, I think immediately, who was that just threw?
Oh, my.
Dang.
That was holy cow. That was huge.
Who is that?
Who is that? I don't know.
Aaron Brooks.
Chuck that thing.
He must have been terrible because I don't know who it is.
I don't even. Hey, but that's the
Rob,
thing.
This is also, you was probably, how old? You weren't even born
Wasn't even
yet.
born.
That's true.
Wow.
2002.
But I would have known. Like, I
was
would have known who Aaron Brooks is if I was
Yeah.
Like I was barely alive at this point.
2003, brother.
I was like 4.
But right now, top 3 quarterbacks for me that you would have go in this competition. I feel like Allen is the first one that comes to my mind.
Josh
Allen,
Mahomes.
Mahomes, Rodgers.
I was thinking Rodgers too.
No Daniels?
Daniels.
Jones.
Oh, Daniel
Oh,
Jones.
He's-
Really?
He's got an arm, dude.
Does he have that kind of arm?
Herbert.
Herbert would be, I think, a good one.
Lamar Jackson.
Like you could arguably say Stafford, but like,
I don't know if Stafford has ever been like arm talent wise. We know he's a specimen, right? Like we know he's been doing that for a while, but I
So
don't
there's
know if
4.
you see him
Yeah,
really like throw the ball downfield like that. A guy I think actually would be interesting might be Jameis.
I was just thinking that,
I
but
was thinking that too, but
Jameis might not be a bad addition to that. Now,
got too
assuming
much
he
going on.
gets the Pro Bowl, but
he got way too much going on.
he does. Did you see he messed up one of those sayings the other day? He was talking about Olave. Did you see this? Because the saying goes like he's cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
You talking about
Yeah.
someone? You know what he said? He said he's smoother than the other side of the pillow.
I was like, bro,
James, how the hell you messed
mess
that up?
How do you mess that up?
I was gonna. I am I'm an avid. How do you say it?
Avid. There we go.
Avid
Avid.
fan of the Saints this year, dude. I'm all on the Jameis on the bandwagon. I said in a little clip, I said, "The Saints legit." Everyone wanted to shit on me on Instagram, my Instagram story. So to all you guys who said no, just wait till the Saints go like 11-6 this year
Okay.
and win their
11
division.
11
Let me know-
games. They're gonna win 11 games.
Let me know
straight
when you
and then
finish that
lose
Kool-Aid.
6 in a row.
Yeah.
Have a very strong start
That'd
of
be
the
like-
year. 6 in a row. 6
That'd be
losses
like
after
almost
that.
on some Cardinals type stuff, right?
Oh, you feel me?
Right?
That was kind of upsetting to see last year.
I feel like it
The
was,
Cardinals?
dude.
Yeah. When they started losing and stuff. 'Cause they was doing good for a really long. What they get up to? What was it?
6-0.
Yeah, 6-0,
7, 8.
7. Yeah, it was around there, but it was
It
definitely.
was
like,
it was like mid year,
Yeah.
little less.
Still embarrassing. Like either way, to have a streak like that.
how's
And
that?
then it,
No, I think they were
How was
8-0. I think they were 8-0 going to Monday Night Football against the Rams, and they got
Yeah.
beat.
And it was late. It was late in the game.
Yeah, it was really late.
Yeah.
weren't they both like undefeated?
No, the Rams. I think the Rams were 7-1 at the
Yeah,
time.
they definitely were because
I think they lost to the Bucks or some shit.
Is there any other, off the top of our head, is there any other event you can think of that we want in the Pro Bowl? That's what I was thinking about. Because there's one thing, they've done that dodgeball a couple years now. Kind of a fun event. It's weird how they
it's starting to get a little repetitive at this point.
Yeah.
Watching them.
Yeah.
But I think
Like
you
that.
also have to like incorporate like stuff that people would enjoy seeing, or also incorporate things that you wouldn't see people in that position do. Like, what do football players not usually do? Let's make them do it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so like when you bring in those position players to do the quarterback skill challenge, like is a really good example of that.
Right.
I like that stuff. I think that's fun because like I also think, and this goes back to a tweet that I saw years ago. It's been put out there multiple times by different people. But in the Olympics, if you were to take an average Joe, right, and stick them out there,
Yeah,
and
I've
have
seen
them
that.
do the events with these Olympians,
You
what
can
would that look
truly-
like?
You can truly see the difference of what these athletes
It's almost
are.
like,
and,
yeah, it's almost like giving you a sense of scale or perspective to how insanely gifted these individuals are. So if we took, some
Average
random
Joe
guy.
from
Yeah,
the-
exactly.
From the stands. Who wants to volunteer?
If you took,
You got to sign a waiver first to make sure Bill don't blow his back out.
It's like the guys
Exactly.
racing Mr. Freeze in baseball. People love that.
exactly, and that's electric. They do it every week. People go freaking nuts for it every single time.
I love seeing that. That definitely gets
The guy
me
pulls
amped
his
up.
hand here. They go
I don't
step
even-
to go.
I don't even watch baseball, but I'll watch
But
that.
you love that because it's fun. It's fun to watch.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. So I think that'd be hilarious. Take somebody from their couch, put them on the football field of the Pro Bowl. Let's see if Dale can throw a football 40 yards.
Right.
You know what I mean? If he
said
tears
40 at that.
right, that's what I'm
40,
saying. That's what I'm
right,
saying.
Right.
If
You
he
gotta
tears
sign that
his
waiver
if he
first.
tears his pec trying, he tears his pec trying. You gotta get that waiver down. You know what
That's
I mean?
media. It's clickbait.
I got a question. I got a question for y'all. This is a little bit off topic, but this kind of made me think about it.
I got to answer.
So, I had some guys who I had a really good basketball team in high school, and I had some guys
Yeah, you
who
did.
said that they would like put up shots against the worst player in the NBA. What do you guys think about that?
What does
I
that
said-
mean? What do you mean?
I
put up
said-
shots?
That they would have give the worst player in the NBA right now some smoke.
You know what that is?
When they said that in high school,
Yeah.
yeah,
they said it in high school, but I mean they're really good basketball players. But what do you guys think about the comparison? I only say that because the comparison of
yeah.
the worst player in the NBA is still up here compared to guys who.
And
play
I
for
think
the
that's
YMCA.
why
You
it's
know
a
what I
great
think? Hold
idea
on.
with that stuff.
You know what I
Kobe,
think the
because-
best analogy to that is? When every year you have a team like this past year, you could say the Jaguars, and you have a team that is dominant in college football like Alabama, and you have the people say every single year in and year out, Alabama could go and beat the Jaguars. No, they couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never could. They never will. This is a group of
They
professionals.
get beat by 30.
Even if they're being coached by the dumbest NFL coach in existence in Urban Meyer. I mean, that dude he made more headlines off the field than on it. It was absolutely ridiculous. But to say that, as dominant as Alabama was, playing against, I'm not going to say kids, because some of those guys are like 24 years old. Like, they do get up there. But playing against, like, those guys compared to pros is wild. Like,
Yeah.
that jump is not the same.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
the
no.
comparison. It's like
I feel like it's different with basketball. I feel like with basketball, I might make a shot or two. You know,
No, he goes back.
I can
Just
throw
goes
it up.
back. I
It's
don't
not
know.
wrong, though.
I
But
can
but
throw it up. Like
yeah.
literally, that I can make a shot or two if I throw it up
like
the
you
right
just
way.
go
off
break a
luck, but I'm
tackle.
saying
You
like
get what I'm saying?
But
But
just like
football, on
man
the
on
other
man,
hand-
you played the worst player in the NBA. He is going to blow you out 16. Say y'all going to 21.
You talking
21
about,
to
like,
0.
He's talking about like me right now with the worst DB in the league. 'Cause I
No,
feel like winning.
I'm saying basketball. I'm saying basketball.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I don't
Because
know.
the drop off is so crazy.
I can't.
But also,
I can't say
like-
nothing about basketball. I
But
can't
also,
even-
like, even to make the comparison seem a little bit more like, how old are you right now?
22,
22.
about to be 23.
So
soon.
yeah, so there you go.
Your
But like,
birthday is coming up,
but like,
yeah.
if you were to say that right now, it's like, okay, you've made an impact at a Division I school. We've seen you play at that level. Like, that's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that. You know what I mean? Like, to say that is not as ridiculous as like the absolute blasphemy of a high schooler being
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go take on this pro and I stand a chance.
Or you're like average
know what I
Joe
mean?
who works a 9 to 5 and does nothing but sit on their butt and watch
Go
TV
from
and watch-
bagging groceries
Yeah.
to
I can play better than that. Like.